We welcome you to the Rizzo Report, and we begin this RR with the San Diego Padres, a team that is 30-17 with a first-place spot in that National League West. In fact, they have a one-game advantage over the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Padres are coming off a perfect homestand in which they went 9-0 over the course of those 9 games. They're doing it with the runs in terms of the position players and the offense. They have a plus 75 run differential, and they're doing it all season long. We talk about teams that can't beat teams with a winning record. The Padres certainly can do that. They're beating everybody right now. Fernando Tatis continuing to have a hot streak. In fact, he had 2 more home runs yesterday. He's hitting .684, 5 homers, 4 doubles, 14 ribbies in his last 5 games. Now, the Padres swept a 3-game series against the Cardinals. More on the Cardinals in just a bit. They also swept the Rockies. They also swept the Mariners. Now, it was just the second perfect homestand in franchise history of at least 9 games. It's the second time this year, talking back about Fernando Tatis, that he has had 5 home runs in 5 games. He has hit 5 so far in 3 games from April 23rd to 25th. Tatis has 13 home runs in his first 30 games. That's an MLB record for shortstops. It's also a Padres record. Now, they're getting ready to hit the road. They've actually done really well away from Petco Park. They're 12-7 so far on the season away from San Diego. They have 4 games against Milwaukee, 3 games against Houston, and they also have 3 games against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. So, again, the Dodgers and the Giants will meet up again this week in a course of a 4-game series. The Dodgers just sweeping the Giants out of their own building, but so far the the Dodgers and the Padres seem to be the top 2 teams, of course, in that National League West division. I am not writing off the San Francisco Giants, but you have to beat teams that are over 500 in order to make some separation in your division. All right, talking about teams that need to be able to beat teams that have a winning record. So far, the St. Louis Cardinals not able to do that. They did not have a very good weekend, of course, against the Chicago Cubs. In fact, they are just 6-10 against teams with a winning record, compared to 20-10 against losing teams. Now, that's the 4th worst record in the National League against teams with winning records. Only the Rockies, the Mets, and the Diamondbacks, again, 2 teams in that NL West, have been worse. 6 of the Cardinals' next 10 games come against first-place teams, the White Sox and the Dodgers, who now, because of their recent series with the Giants, have the 2nd best record in baseball. The Cardinals, guys, have lost 8 of their last 11 games against teams that are 500 or better. That's not going to get it done. They're 1-7 if you throw in the Brewers, who are exactly at 500, playing 500 baseball. The Cardinals do have a 9-game winning streak, though, against losing teams. We've talked at length about how good Jack Flaherty has been. He's off to a great start. Nothing to take away from Jack Flaherty. He truly has been their ace this season. He's 8-0 and a .253 earned run average. But every one of those starts have come against a team that is below 500. Again, I'm not taking anything away from Jack Flaherty. He has gotten the job done. He has done what he is supposed to do when he is on the hill. He has pitched well, and he's allowed his team to be in the ballgame and get the W. However, offensively, they need to do something else against teams that have a winning record, teams above 500. Now, Nolan Arenado currently in a little bit of a slump. Never worried about Nolan Arenado, nor am I worried about Paul Goldschmidt, who's just hitting .256 right now. I certainly know those 2 are going to turn things around. But does this matter to you, Chris, when you look at the St. Louis Cardinals, a team that we had thought was going to win the NL Central? Does it concern you at all that they can't seem to get things going against teams with winning records?
Absolutely, 100%. That was a terrible weekend they had in San Diego last week. I mean, that was an interesting test for them. They got swept. They beat the Pirates, big deal. They lost the Cubs. That's a rivalry situation. They lost a tight game yesterday. The game was 4-3 on Friday night in the 8th inning before the Cubs scored the 8 runs. So, I can forgive that. But I thought that was an interesting test last weekend, and they walked into San Diego and walked out 0-3. I mean, I thought that was, and the Padres weren't playing that great then. Now they're playing great. They used that as a springboard. But I would be a little concerned. I thought St. Louis, with Milwaukee struggling, Yelich having a lot of issues with his health, the Reds and Pirates where they are, the Cubs are a 500 team. I thought that was a chance for the Cardinals to run away and do some damage in the division. And they haven't really done 5 games over 500. Milwaukee can pitch, and obviously they're going to get a little healthier. If Yelich hit a home run yesterday, maybe he gets himself together again. I thought that was a bad sign by the Cards, who have not played that well. And Arenado and Goldschmidt, they can't do everything. They got issues with their pitching now. The kid who came back had a forearm issue the other day. I thought the Cardinals were about ready to take off, and that did not occur, so maybe they're not as possible. I thought there could be a 92, 93 win team. Maybe not so much, maybe a little too optimistic. But St. Louis concerned there against a good team, so I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I just don't think that there's anybody really in the division that's going to challenge St. Louis as far as winning. I mean, we're only, 50 some odd games in. So while they may not be doing well right now, I think over the long haul, over the course of a 162 game season, I don't know that anybody, even the Brewers that are playing 500 ball right now and getting Christian Yelich back, I don't know that it's going to make that much of a difference. All right, time.
Brewers have better pitching than the Cardinals do. Woodruff and Burns are better than anybody has in St. Louis. No, Flaherty's great. Don't get me wrong. But Brewers might have a little better starting pitching, but offensively, you're 100% right. St. Louis is better than Milwaukee.